is up, everybody? Welcome back to F1 Fridays. We're talking about the Belgian GP this week, this video, whatever you want to call it. So make sure to leave your comments down below what you thought of the race. Are you happy with who won? Anything you want. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the comment, fun things, the little bell, know when I'm posting, because it really helps me and helps the algorithm, and I appreciate it very much. This right here, or that race, was the epitome of boring F1 races to me. And I mean this because it's the same thing that happened last year, where Red Bull and Ferrari, or not Red Bull and Ferrari, Red Bull and Mercedes were the fastest cars possible, so it didn't matter if they took an engine penalty and they were in the very last place on the grid, because they're just faster than everyone else. So wherever they start, you know, whether it be 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, whatever, it doesn't matter. And it, you know, proved again this year. Like, I will say, Max Verstappen is in a world of his own right now. After the beginning of the year, where the car was braking on him, he has been unstoppable. Granted, there's been many Ferrari strategy problems, many problems with their engines and everything, but you have to say, Max Verstappen, oh, look at that thing, that's cool. As a driver, this year is on a whole nother level from everyone else. The car is super fast, and he just looks like it's not even a problem. I mean, you look how fast he caught Sainz and passed him. It was like Sainz was standing still. Just, bye, thanks. Obviously, too, you had the funny problem of Leclerc following him up, or trying to follow him through the pack, through the grid, whatever, and catching a tear off in his right front brake cooling vent, whatever, which, you know, obviously overheated his brakes and whatever. But it's kind of sad how fragile these cars are, when something like that, a little piece of plastic getting on something, can like screw your whole race up. But obviously that wasn't the only thing. In typical Ferrari fashion, they decided to pit for the fastest lap, I think the second to last lap, and it was just like he ended up getting a 5-second penalty for going 1 kilometer an hour over the pit lane speed. I mean, to me, that's incredible. I understand it's a rule, but 5 seconds for 1 kilometer an hour. I mean, the amount of time he gained driving through the pit at an extra, stupid. I understand it's a rule, but like, goddamn, it's bad. Apparently, one of his speed sensors or something was overheated and wasn't working properly, so when they pit him from, I want to say 5th, I want to say he was in 5th. I think he retained 5th, but because they pit him, and because he had a bad sensor, oh, this car's boring, I'm going so slow, but because he had a bad sensor, he gets a 5-second penalty. Instead of just finishing the race in 5th, getting the extra point or 2, whatever it is, from 5th or 6th, nope, he got a 5-second penalty. He finished 6th. Like, just, you know, just things this year, man, are just going bad for Charles, whatever, Leclerc. And you can tell, like, every post-race interview, you can just tell, like, the dream ride at Ferrari has become an absolute nightmare. Red Bull looks like they're unstoppable force right now between Sainz. I'm gonna have to look back at the footage, and I hope that sign reads, but I think it says something about Dicks Not James. Oh, weird. Huh. But between Perez and Verstappen, I mean, there was something that going into this race, if Leclerc won every single race, all Max Verstappen had to do was finish second in every single race. All he had to do was just putt along behind him and just claim second prize. I don't know if that factored in fastest laps or whatever, but that's pretty bad, especially now considering he won this race and Leclerc finished 6th. So I'm pretty sure like Verstappen has to finish like 20th in the next 3 races or something, even make it a problem. But I'm gonna say this now: congrats, Max Verstappen, on your 2nd championship. Well earned, well deserved. I am a Max Verstappen fan. I am a Red Bull fan. I do like Ferrari more, but you know, beggars can't be choosers at the moment, you know. Otherwise, in the race, obviously you had the Lewis Hamilton and Fernando Alonso incident, where it looked very similar to Hamilton did to Verstappen last year in Monza. There it is, in Monza, where, you know, he in a chicane, he didn't give somebody room, ran into the corner, and except this time he was the one that went in the air instead of Verstappen. But it's funny to me if you look at like F1 Twitter, which I just find hilarious because people are so polarized, it's not even funny. Hello, my biker friend, how's it doing? People talking about, oh, F1 Lewis Hamilton is such a good guy, look, he didn't even care, but he was like this super petty bullshit of sending a signed hat with a sticker on it to Alonso or for Alonso. Like, he didn't give the guy room, and of course, you know, he's gonna sit there and say, oh, I didn't even see you. It's like, well, you just tried to pass him on the outside of a corner, you didn't give him room, and like, you can't even begin to blame Alonso for this, because he was fully on the curb. You can't go anywhere else, and Hamilton just cut him off, hit his rear tire on Alonso's front, and launched him right up in the air. That killed his race. Otherwise, Latifi spun, because that's what Latifi does. You know, he actually had a good start in a race for once, like good starting position, because of all the penalties for everyone. Norris, Verstappen, Leclerc, somebody else, I don't even know. There's like 4 or 5 engine penalties. So he was starting up like near the top 10, and he just went too wide, hit the gravel, spun himself, took out, but didn't hit, but you know, made Bottas avoid him, and then Bottas got beached in the gravel because he had to go out wide. And, you know, typical Latifi things. He gets a good chance and just bins it into. Otherwise, pretty boring race. I mean, the first few laps were exciting because obviously you're getting the fast people trying to move through everyone else, like, but they're not lappers, so they don't really have to get out of the way, and just, you know, fun stuff like that. But either way, you tell me in the comments below, do you think this championship's done? Verstappen has it, you know, wrapped right up. He'll just collect his 2nd championship sometime before the end of the season. Do you think, who knows, maybe the fragile Ferrari can mount a comeback? Whatever it is, make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the little bell to know when I'm posting more videos. Do all the fun things that this platform allows you to do, because it really helps me and I appreciate it a lot. You know, playing the YouTube game. And yeah, I'll see y'all later.